What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. I want to make this video quick just because Cookie's seeing a little bit of recovery today. So let's get into it. We've got 9 hours and 9 minutes left in this day, left in this week as well. You have seen new all-time lows this week, and you are seeing a little bit of recovery as of now. You've actually you're pumping up 21.8% today, with a good bit of volume. I think Cookie is looking pretty damn interesting. I wonder why it's pumping. I wonder what the reason is. Let's see actually if we can figure it out here. Cookie DAO, Cookie.fun. We're building the crypto analyst you've always needed and never got. Not an LLM wrapper. Specialized AI drawing on human index data, which is pretty damn interesting. Let's talk about the future. You deserve the right answer. June 4th. It's June 28th now. Let's actually see. X ended the info area, yes, by replacing third-party solutions with its own native surface. Yes, yeah. That's sad. Nothing personal, just business. Hey, they took it on the chin. They took it right on the chin, and they're walking with their head held high. We won't pretend that didn't sting. Of course it did. Here's the thing. Cookie was never only about InfoFi. No, that was a good model for your business. That brought you in some money, though. But no, Cookie 3 is a software company with one of the strongest technical teams in Web3. I love this. I love this, guys. Now we're focusing exactly on what our strengths are. Cookie Pro launches in Q3. Ooh, is that what it is? What if this is a buy the hype, sell the news thing? Because in Q3, it's June now. Q3 is right around the corner, right? March, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, July. Q3 is in 3 days. Q3 is right around the corner. We're not building another vague analytics tool. We're building a proprietary signal business, helping teams see what's happening before it becomes obvious. I love this because June 4th, they made this. This news has been out for a second. Prices went down, but this sounds like long-term bullish stuff. That gives people who are paying attention an opportunity to buy in. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm paying attention now. And the demand is already proven. We've shown Cookie Pro to our target audience, heard strong feedback, and closed several deals. Hell yeah! Oh, that's great. Whatever, they haven't made it public yet, but that's great. This focus is simple, real product, clear PMF, revenue, real customers. That's what survives any cycle. Yes, absolutely. That's the mentality our space needs to have. That and hype, hype also survives cycles depending, like Dogecoin, certain coins. Uh, what excites us most? Cookie Pro doesn't stop at Web3. The same single layer can serve AI labs, prediction markets, VC funds, trading desks, media intelligence. Cookie isn't going anywhere. Cycles and narratives rotate. Platforms rewrite the rules. See, this is great. This is why I think Cookie will. It's a contender, man. We gotta give Cookie more attention than we do. It's been dropping, it hasn't been worth talking about too much, but $7.4 million market cap, man. This is, by the way, very low market cap. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Low market cap coins come with high risk, but there's tremendous potential with this thing. This thing has multi-100x potential written all over it. Absolutely tremendous potential. They got hit, man. They got hit really hard whenever X changed their policy. They basically made it illegal or against policy for Cookie to provide its InfoFi services, but they've changed their model. It's the companies, it's the people, the organizations that things get shaken up, the wheels kind of fall off the wagon. They walk away, they're done, they sell out, they shit the bed. Those guys don't matter. But the ones that in that same circumstance, they jack the wagon up, they put new wheels on it, they get some new way of making this thing work. Those are the projects to pay attention to. I'm getting distracted because my baby is adorable and she's she just wants my attention. But I gotta make this video and then I'm done. I don't gotta make this video. I just want to because Cookie's up. It's up 24%. It's worth talking about. This sounds exciting. This sounds interesting. I'm curious to see in Q3 what they're gonna release, what we're gonna hear about, and I'm assuming with all this volume here, we're going to see some immense growth as time goes on. I'm assuming that, looking at this movement here, moving down, we've just been moving down in a straight line. There's going to be an immense recovery coming in. Remember, guys, Cookie back in the day of the glorious bull market, in 1 week, in 1 week's time from a low to a high, you pumped 242%. In 2, 3, 4 weeks, you did a 7x almost. 5, 6, 7 weeks, you did a 42x. I'm not saying you're going to do a 42x from here. I'm not saying you're going to even do a quarter of that. I'm just saying this thing can move fast, super fast. It can move very, very fast when it wants to, okay? You look at this from a low to a high here. You're very close to your 1272. Close is close enough. I mean, you don't have to hit it. That could be, front running. Maybe you do inevitably hit it. Maybe you do go to a slightly lower low over the coming weeks and then you pump. Is it the best thing to buy something whenever it's up 20% in a day? No, but at the same time, right there below the 2272, you look good, man. I mean, you're at all-time lows. Whether you're buying here at about 1 cent or you're buying at $0.007, whatever the case may be. I mean, that's a pretty big difference percentage-wise, but at the end of the day, if you're throwing a little bit of money in this project, you're not betting the farm, you got a low market cap here, a little bit of money can turn into a lot, and I really do expect that we're going to see some massive recovery with Cookie. I wouldn't count them out by any means. From a high to a low, 4.6 cents, that would be your minimum target. Well, maybe not your minimum target, but that would be a standard target. 236 would technically be the minimum target, but I would think that we at least go to the 382. It's more common to go there. The 236 stands to find resistance because this is a larger fib. And not only that, you do have prior resistance here, and you have prior support back here. So, right there at about 2.3 cents, here you are at less than 1 cent. That's over 100% growth right there. And I'm very confident that Cookie sees that probably in the short term here. We probably see some movement like that in the very near term, probably sometime in Q3, based off of what we just read there. It's completely possible again that we could go up to this 382 area. And again, I'm not talking about it happening in 1 week, 2 weeks. Maybe we've seen those type of movements before, but likely it'll happen, I think, over months to come. And it really could happen, maybe even by the end of Q3, sometime in Q4. But it's completely possible that Cookie DAO goes anywhere from, I would say, 2.37 cents from here to 4.6 cents from here. And that's whenever the fun starts. Do we start to build from there? Do we start to grow? The potential here is immense, you guys. I mean, if this thing sees new all-time highs, which I wouldn't count it out, I think it has a chance. You see new all-time highs, you're already at a 100x. A 100x from here is $700 million. $700 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Don't let these next words confuse that. It's a ton of money. $700 million is a ton of money. But in the crypto space, it's a drop in the bucket. To get to your minimum target for new all-time highs all the way up at $3, that's a 300x. That puts you at what? That would put you at like $3 billion. Is that right? $2.1 billion. It's almost a 4x. So it would be closer to a $3 billion price. $3 billion is a drop in the bucket in the crypto space. And maybe that's your all-time high. Maybe that's where the market ends. That's almost a 300x, guys. That's crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Doesn't mean that it will happen. It doesn't mean that it has to happen. Maybe it sees higher growth. Maybe it sees lower growth. But I really wouldn't count Cookie out. We never have. It's been sad. It's been boring at times. We haven't talked about it as much as we should. But it sounds like some things are gearing up for an interesting Q3. You look at this here. There's a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume in the recent days here, in this recent month, at the lows. At the all-time lows. Curious to see what happens next. If you're thinking in your head, well, yeah, there's a lot of volume, but it's selling. Well, look at how much selling there was without volume. Okay, there's a lot of volume that sold. Okay, sure, but every sell's a buy, right? There's a lot of volume here at the all-time lows. That's all I'm thinking. When's the last time we saw a lot of volume at a focal point? We saw a lot of volume at the all-time highs. We saw a lot of volume at the all-time lows. Think about it. Don't think about it too hard. And again, don't bet the farm. You never know. This thing, it can go lower. I'm sure, and whenever it recovers, maybe it doesn't go as high as we're considering it to go to. Maybe it only recovers to 7 cents, 10 cents, something like that. But I do think that it recovers. And I personally would not bet against it going to new all-time highs. I'd rather bet on it going to new all-time highs than I would bet on it bet against it going to new all-time highs. Anyways, I'm done talking. That's it. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Good luck. And I mean, just buy the dips when they come. I think you're in for an interesting month to 3 month period here in Q3. Take care. Bye bye.